Yeah, I'm here.
I might need to
Alright.
be
Nah,
muted,
you
but
sir.
like I'm hearing
It's
some
Finny Jason.
You should do
He's here.
2v2. You should do 2v2.
Oh, he's
all
here.
debate.
Now fucking mute yourself.
Happy.
Yeah, okay. Everyone needs to mute, including God Killer.
Let me just.
Happy.
Yeah.
What's up, Papadebates?
What's up, bro?
Oh my fucking god, it's this guy.
What's this guy?
Oh my fucking god. I know who he is.
What do you mean you know who he is?
Wait. Stop. Wait, just like let me and Happy like debate. Who's the judge? Who's the judge again?
Who hasn't judged Sand or something?
I can.
I'll judge it.
It's hold on. The judge. Let me say the judge is Azumi, San, and God Killer. Jeez.
Azumi, San, and God Killer. Okay.
Oh wait, I
Just
don't
wanted
want
to
to judge. I already judged.
That seems fair.
James?
Get another judge.
Wait. San doesn't
I'm
want to
gonna
judge. What's your name? Papa. Do you want someone to judge? Papa, who do you want to judge?
I'm completely fair.
James,
Alright.
Get James judge. Get James judge.
All right, James. James is judging. Me, James, and what's his name? God Killer.
Okay. So I just want to tell like you judges, like listen to the arguments, please. Like just
Sure.
listen to the arguments.
Yes, we'll listen.
If you actually make an argument.
Yeah, that's the point of a judge.
Yeah.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah, but actually make an argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll make an argument this time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Happy, do you want to like state your premise?
My premise is that Kaguya is not Uni+.
Wait. Okay,
If
this
that was
is
what the
the
debate was.
universal. Wait, this is the pardon?
You said that the debate was like Kaguya Uni, or at least that's what BigMom debated on.
Oh wait, Kaguya Uni or just like a universal in general, just like the characters in Naruto being universal in general. Which one?
Sure, we
would
can
you
do
prefer?
both. We can. Anyone in
Okay, yeah,
Naruto
we can
is
do-
below Uni. That's my stance.
Okay, Uni like baseline Uni plus.
No, like they're not universal, so they could be
Okay, cool.
anything below that.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can state your premise now.
That was my premise. So
Wait, what was your what? I didn't hear your premise. My bad.
So no one in Naruto, no Naruto character is Uni or higher. They're
Okay.
below universal level in AP, attack potency, and DC. And if we're gonna base off Kaguya, I would argue that they all scale from Kaguya, like the high tiers. Based on however strong she is, everyone scales up from there. And so I established Kaguya to be around Moon plus small planetary.
Moon plus planetary.
Small planetary.
Okay. I'll have to disagree with that due to like the evidence that we're given to put them at universal.
Okay.
For example, they're like dimensions being called parallel dimensions.
Okay. So what does that got to do with anything?
Okay, so do you know what a parallel dimension is, sir?
Yeah, so a dimension is defined by each work of fiction. So depending on what the work of fiction...
No, I asked you what a parallel dimension is, not a dimension.
Yeah, so it varies between every
type
of fiction.
Okay, what do you mean it varies? What do you mean it varies?
So every author has a different background. They have a different country that they grow up. They have different definitions for every single word in this world. So if they said a dimension is the size of a room in their work of fiction, this author, that would be different to the regular everyday definition of dimension. So that's why you have to prove within each fiction what that author meant by parallel dimension.
Okay, could you like prove or like provide evidence for what you are saying now?
Yeah, so I already sent this scan before, but I can send it again.
Okay, where in scans accounts?
Hang on.
It's in scan shot.
So just in regular scans, I will just quickly.
I add you in it.
I'll pull it out and then resend it. I guess the explanation.
Okay.
There's those two scans that I sent. There's one about you need to prove the nature and size of a construct based from the work of fiction.
I can't see it. It's not. Okay.
So that's
okay. Explanation. As of now, we do not consider high dimensional constructs as being necessarily infinitely greater than lower dimensional equivalents until further context, as their nature and sizes provided by a work of fiction. Hence, they must be either placed at unknown or simply reasonable scale of to a rare best be provided them. However, high dimensionality is indeed a way to jump into higher tiers.
Yeah. So it has to be stated within
Okay,
the work of
so you
fiction,
know
the
it's
nature
like
and size.
scan. What was this like referring to? Because seems that it's referring to like only high dimensional constructs. It never
So
says parallel
that's at
dimensions.
the top of the dimensional tiering system. So like
Hmm.
it's explaining how to tier characters at
Yeah,
the very
wait,
top of the
what does
dimensional
it
tiering
mean by
system.
high dimensional constructs?
So you can't just say a construct is necessarily 4D or it's like a parallel universe or
Mhm.
something like that, unless if it's stated within the work of fiction to be so.
To be so, like that's just not what it's saying.
Yes, that's what it says. Until
It's
further
saying,
context as to their
okay,
nature
this
and
is what it's
size is
saying, right?
provided
This is
by
what it's
work of
saying,
fiction.
Happy. I think you misinterpreted this, right? It's saying high dimensional construct as being necessarily infinitely greater and lower dimensional equivalents needs context. So it needs context that high dimension constructs
Yeah, exactly.
are infinitely greater than dimensional construct. It never says, oh, you need to prove that the dimensions are universal in size. So this doesn't have anything to do
No,
with what
that's
you said.
exactly what it says.
It has
So if
something
it's
to
a
do with
higher
something
dimensional
else.
construct, if it's
Yes.
something that's bigger than universal even, which would be
Hmm.
a four-dimensional construct existing on top of an already existing universe. So it's a 4D construct with a lower universe embedded underneath it. Then you'd have to
Mhm.
prove that it's infinitely greater. That you have that it's the nature of it is transcended or higher than a regular universe.
Okay.
So it's giving an example that you can't just based off what
Mhm.
a particular thing is said to be. For example, a four-dimensional space is going to
Mhm.
make that universal. It doesn't. You
Okay.
actually
So
have to
are you like
prove that
okay?
it
So
has a nature and a size.
yeah, happy.
And
Are you like aware of like what Battle Wiki also says that meet the conditions of it being like regarded as universal in size?
yes,
Are you like aware of the conditions? Happy.
yes,
Okay. What do you remember? Do you like remember the one of the conditions that says okay if it has synonyms for infinite, right? It can be considered universal in size.
no, that's not
You
what it
don't know that?
says.
Should I send the scan?
Send the scan.
Yes, I literally. I'll send the scan. I'll send the scan right
No,
now.
what you said and what the actual tiering system said is two different things. You said it just had to be
No,
an
I'll
infinite
send the.
construct.
Wait,
That's
I'll
not
send. No,
true.
no, no. Hold on. I'll send the scan right now. Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't say what you just said.
Okay, I'll send it right now. This is part of Battle Wiki. This is basically
I don't think this guy
saying
realized I
whether
already just sent that in chat, but okay.
okay, that's a part of your that's a part of like your like argument and something, right? I'm sending you my part of my argument to claim that I'm right, okay? So I'm going to send that now.
So I already sent it because you're being a bit slow. It says universal level plus
No, you
characters
didn't
who are
already send.
capable
Wait, hold on. You
significantly
didn't already
affecting,
send it because I'm
creating
sending
and or
something
destroying
else.
an aerospace that is qualitatively
Can
larger
you
than
wait,
infinitely
Happy, can
sized
you let me
three-dimensional
like
space.
send this guy instead of like talking, please?
Where else are you getting this from? This is the tiering system.
It's Battle Wiki.
So you don't
Don't you know
you
this?
don't do power scaling.
Huh? This is Battle Wiki.
And you know what this is, right?
It's part of the. It's part is basically is similar. Is like linked to what is the terror system or whatever. Just because it's not it
So
wasn't
you
like
asked
written
me,
in the
am I
wait, just because
aware of the conditions that make you universal? I
happy just
sent them
because it's
to
not
you,
written.
and now you're disagreeing with them?
Okay, you're sending a part. That's nitpicking. Do you not know that?
That's the entire
God,
definition of universe
you're
level plus.
nitpicking what you want to send to me. Like how you nitpicking what you want to send to me. Now I'm going to provide you evidence to be like, okay, they consider a dimension universal in size when you use a synonym or the word infinite. Okay.
Can you like hurry this up? Just
Yeah,
explain
I
it.
already sent it. Is it scans?
Where? Okay.
Scans? Can you not see? Wait, hold up. I sent it to the wrong fucking thing. My bad. Hold up. This is Universal 7. Why is it not coming up? Oh, my bad. Sorry for being too long, man.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, I sent it. So this is like universe size pocket realms guidelines. It is common for fictional characters to be scaled based on creating one or multiple worlds, dimensions, or realms. However, many users may often be confused on whether those are synonyms of dimensions or simply pocket realities. These may have indications of being quite large, but they still require some more
That
in-depth or
just contradicted
specific
what you said.
evidence
That
to
just proved
truly
what I
be
said.
universes.
It literally said
Otherwise,
you
they
have
will
to
be
have
simply pocket
evidence
realities.
to prove that they're universes. You
Okay,
literally just restated what I said in a different way.
wait. No. Happy. Okay, look at the conditions. You didn't even let me finish speaking. Look, these are notes that worlds are indeed universes. While you don't need all of these, at least one of them should indicate this, and then it gives you like the reasons. And the reasons what I'm using, one of the reasons I'm using is if the size of the realm describes has like having infinite sizes or other synonyms that should strongly indicate them being universes. So therefore, if they have a synonym that is like infinite or
Okay,
whatever, to
first
like
of all,
describe
where
the
did that
size
come
of
from?
or from like the manga when Obito says that
No.
it's
Where did the
vast,
universe
the
size
vast
pocket
time
realm
space.
guidelines come from?
Oh, it's from Battle Wiki. Do you want me to send you the link?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. Because this is what they're doing, right? They're just going in depth about like how you should like regard these dimensions. Okay, I'll just send you the link though. Yeah, I sent it to you. So people don't think that I'm sus or anything.
Isn't
And
this
this
there
off some
indeed
bullshit.
universes?
This
Well,
is
they don't
Battle
need all
Wiki.
these. At least one
Can
of
I
them
ask what
should
the
indicate.
debate
Yeah,
is?
cool. All right, so
Uni Naruto.
next question is
If
where you can ask questions in chat. Don't bother cutting into a debate.
Yeah.
So for the universe point here, where does it state that anyone's dimensions are universes or infinite?
What do you mean? Okay, so your question was when did it state in this link that
No. Where
anyone's
does it
dimensions
state
are
in Naruto
universes?
that their universe or
Okay,
someone's universe or
it
dimension
says
is universal
hold on. It says that in
or infinite?
multiple scans, it says that they're like another different dimensions, like parallel. No, did it say parallel? Like another worlds, like parallel dimensions and stuff. Like the scans I can send you that say that. Like, I don't know why like you don't know that.
Yeah, but I just
I've seen
explained
them.
to you that dimension doesn't equal universe unless there's evidence that
Yes,
proves
but
that it
then I
is.
gave you evidence. I provided you
No, you
evidence
haven't.
that
What
what Battle
evidence have you
Wiki.
shown
No,
me
hold on.
from the
Wait,
Naruto?
hold on. Okay, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Go on.
What evidence have you shown that
Okay.
dimension
You
equals
were-
universe? Because it says here, it is
Okay,
common
so
fictional characters to be scaled based on creating
mhm,
of one or more dimension, realm, or world. However, many users may be confused as to whether those are synonyms of universes, right? So that
mhm.
it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a universe just because it says dimension. You have to
No,
prove.
Happy, you're misinterpreting what it's saying. It's saying
No, that's
no,
exactly
wait,
what it says. I'll
Wait, can I
reread it
talk?
again
Happy,
and I'll reestablish exactly
No,
what I
can I
said before you
talk?
strawman me
Can I
and cut
talk?
me
I know
off
what
while
you're
I'm
trying to
still
do.
reading it. No,
You're
I'm
trying to
not.
be
I'm
fly,
gonna
Happy.
reread it
Happy,
exactly the way it's
Happy.
written.
No. Let me.
No, you
Wait.
can't do that. I
Hey,
listen to you.
it does.
I listen
No,
to
Happy.
you.
Hey,
I listen to
okay,
you.
okay.
Now you can listen to
You talk,
me.
and I'll talk. Okay, you talk. I'll
No.
talk.
Okay, it is a common for fictional characters to be scaled based on creating one, multiple worlds, dimensions, or realms. However, many users may often be confused on whether those are
Mm-hmm.
synonyms. Do you know what a synonym is? It means it's the same as
Yeah,
or meaning
similarity.
similar to. So if
Yeah.
this word dimension is going to be universe, then they may have indications of being quite large. However, they still
Mm,
need evidence. So this is why I
okay.
asked the question based in Naruto.
Yeah.
What evidence from Naruto, the actual
Okay.
show,
Yeah.
can you prove
Mm-hmm.
that dimension means
Mm-hmm.
universe? Because that's
Okay.
what these conditions are
Mm-hmm.
underneath. It states
Mm-hmm.
things like, for example, if
Yeah.
they are outright called a universe, where does it
Mm.
say that something that someone created in Naruto
Okay.
was an outright universe?
Okay.
Secondly,
Can I?
and then it goes for your other condition that I'm addressing that you also brought up. Where does it also say that they are infinite in size?
Okay. Okay. Can I explain my side now without you interrupting me,
Yeah.
please? Okay, let me go on. Okay, so basically, right, this you kind of like misinterpreted what this was stating, right? This is stating, okay, the reason it was trying. This is what like the whole link is about. It's trying to be like it's trying to like give us. It's trying to elaborate on what we should consider universes, and it's given and say it like it starts with like the base argument that dimensions, realms, worlds can be confused to be universes. However, these are the conditions that we will provide you for you to consider them to be universes. And it says you can use like one of them to like get them to universal size. And the one that I'm using is the second bullet point that says the size of the realm described has as having like infinite sizes or other synonyms that should strongly like indicate them being universes, right? So then this is where I'm coming from, right? There's a statement by Obito that says that this is an incredibly vast time space, and vast is a synonym for infinite. So therefore, this would fit the condition for it to be a universal, for it to be universal in size. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm coming from. Okay, do you understand me now?
Yep. So in
Yeah.
the same definitions underneath, it actually states that it's not enough to just be stated like that. Like for example, a starry
Okay,
sky.
can you send me that? Wait, can you send me that,
It's
please? Because
it's
it never
underneath
said
it.
that.
It's in the same.
No, it never. Wait, I'll read it. I'll read it. It's underneath. I know what you're like, but it never says that. It never says what
Yes, it
you're
does.
trying to say. But,
All right. So in using your own scan, we're gonna look at this, right? It literally says a starry sky doesn't qualify as multi-solar system. It's
but
actually a pocket
okay,
reality.
wait,
And then you go down.
hold
Hey,
up.
shut up,
Where
dude.
am I claiming
Shut
is
up.
a starry sky?
Last warning.
Why are you
Last
strawman?
warning.
Why are you
Last warning.
strawmanning
Stop
me,
cutting me
Happy?
off. You
Yeah,
are
you really gotta stop.
literally
You
gotta
gotta stop
stop
cutting
cutting
him
him
out,
out.
bro.
Just
Yeah,
because
okay.
you cut me off doesn't mean that you're right. It just means that you're cutting people off
Okay,
and they're
go
not
on,
even
Happy.
saying
Go on,
anything.
Happy. Go on, Happy.
Shut up,
Go on,
dude.
Happy.
Don't tell me to go on when you're the one cutting me off in the first place and you won't shut the
Go on.
fuck up so I can go on. Fucking hell. A realm that has so if you look at every single one of these definitions, right? They literally state that you have to have a specific answer, which is it has to be like a universe. Being stated to be something other than that, like a starry sky, doesn't make it a universe. It makes it multi-solar system. Being a multi-galaxy doesn't make it a universe. It has to be very specifically stated to be a universe. So being a vast space is not a universe. If I destroyed a vast infinite space of nothing, how is that going to make me universal? It takes no energy to destroy an infinite space. You'd have to prove that it has planets and stars like galaxies within that universal structure to actually be universe level. A universe
Okay.
destroyer, or a uni plus character or a unique character, destroys universes, not infinite spaces
Okay,
with nothing in
are
them.
you done? Like, I want to like touch on two parts of like the mistakes that you made in your argument. First of all, you don't need to have like the universes, right? They can be empty and just filled with time and space. And if you destroy the time and space, that would still be universal plus. If you go to Battle Wiki, right, it says destroying time and space on a universal scale. It doesn't have
No,
all
it doesn't
like
say
the
time.
planets. Wait, hold on. You not let me. Why you cut me? All the planets and the clusters, right? Then they don't even make up 1% of the actual universe. So for you to be like, oh, it has to have planets when it's never stated. And your second point, right? Is you're saying that, oh, just because like this point when it says having a starry sky may qualify as being multi-solar system size pocket reality, but not enough to be considered, without more evidence, right? It's saying this doesn't once you see like stars and stuff, it would be multi-solar system pocket dimension reality, right? But then without more evidence, you cannot scale it to universal. However, previously the initial point said that these are the ways you can scale them to being universal in size, and that's by using synonyms for vast. And I see
No.
people in the
Where
chat
does it
saying
say
that
synonyms for
vast.
vast?
Wait, hold on, I'm not finished. Hold on, I'm not finished. And I see people in the chat saying that, oh, how does vast mean? How does vast mean infinite? No, vast is a synonym for infinite. It doesn't have to be
No.
like vast doesn't have to be the same.
Wait.
No, we can clarify that with the judges.
Wait, don't attack the people Okay, I just don't attack the people who you aren't
Okay,
debating.
my bad.
Okay, they're not a part of it.
Okay, I mean, I was like kind of directing it to Happy, but anyways, yeah. But vast is a synonym for infinite. That's all I want to say. Yeah. So yeah, you
All
carry
right,
on.
so vast isn't sufficient evidence because it literally states here, for example, a realm having time, because you said time would be sufficient to prove that it's universal. It literally states in the third paragraph, a
I
realm
didn't.
having
I didn't.
time
I never
that
said that.
works
I never
somewhat
said. Wait,
differently
Happy.
is
Before
not
you
enough to be considered
misinterpret, I never
universe
said time. I never
non-linear. You
said
said
time. I
time
never
and
said
space,
that.
so I'm finishing that. Stop cutting me off.
No, I
The
never
worlds
said
being
that.
different bodies of
I said
space.
it being called
Shut up
vast.
and
Why
listen, for
why
fuck's sake.
in my argument?
Third
I never
time,
said that.
third time
Happy,
you
I
cut me
never
off,
said
I'm
that.
gonna call that you've called 3 straw mans already just by cutting me off. You're misrepresenting my
Oh,
argument by
God.
cutting me off and not letting me finish. Anyways, basically, if you literally read, this will debunk your whole vast scaling. The worlds being different bodies of space, so in other words, a vast body of space, something else like an infinite space, is not enough to consider them universes, as that does not quite prove they have different timelines. That's literally what it's saying. Is that it being a different body of space, being a space alone, is not sufficient to prove that it's a universe. And then the third point you brought up, you said time as well. It says literally here, a realm having time that works somewhat differently is not enough to be considered as universe. So time and space alone does not make it a universe. So you have to prove in the work of fiction that universe is equal to dimension. You have to show me a statement where it said that dimension was meant to be universe
Okay.
within the actual work of fiction. You can't just say that because it said vast, that makes it universe. Because it's saying here that bodies of space is not enough.
Okay, so I'm going to like attack the points that you made, right? When it says the worlds being different bodies of space, it never implies it being vast at all. You just added that due to pure headcanon, right? All it says is that different bodies of space, meaning that the spaces are just separate. It has nothing to do with it being staying to be vast. You just added vast into it. This is what it says. The worlds being different bodies of space is not enough to consider them universes. So basically, what it means by this is that just because the worlds, right, are different, like different spaces and stuff from like the actual let's say the actual, for example, Naruto's universe wouldn't be wouldn't like be enough evidence to consider or like a world or anything. It has nothing to do with vast. So you add in vast, that's purely your head canon, and that would be an invalid argument. So I'm going to dismiss that.
All right, so I'm
And the
lastly going to
second,
dismiss what
wait,
you
wait,
just
hold
said.
on, let me finish. Let me finish. You get angry when I caught you. Now you're doing the same thing. Come on, bro. And then, okay, so the next point, it was like a realm having time that works. So you tried to say that this was my argument, which it wasn't. A realm having time that works somewhat differently is not good, is not enough to be considered a universe as non blah blah blah. I never said once stated that the Kaguya's dimensions have different times from the Naruto timeline. This is what I said. My argument for them being universal in size is due to like the requirements that Wiki gave that said okay, these dimensions, worlds, blah blah blah, they might indicate them being universes. However, you need more info, you need more like evidence, and the evidence, one of the evidences that you can use is the like synonyms for the synonyms for the word infinite or infinite itself. And I provided like an example of where this is using to describe the size. Therefore, it would qualify under go on due to Battle Wiki. And then you try again by saying that they have to be, oh like no, not strawman my argument. You actually like you try to only like dictate what it should be. You only like looked at one point. You only said that, oh no, they have to be called outright called universes. I'm just like, no, they don't, because we're given a different like alternative as to how they can be scaled to universes, which is using the synonyms vast. Okay, so yeah.
All right, so I'm about to end this in one fucking scan. Literally at the bottom, it contradicted everything you said. Saying that it mirrors your world does not automatically equate it to mirroring the entire universe. This is from your own
Okay,
scan. So everything you said was just bullshit. You just went on for like half an hour
okay.
for no reason. You wasted all of our time.
Hey, wait, should I? Well, I don't know why you're straw man in my argument again, right? You're saying that
You
this the
said that
last thing.
parallel
Wait, wait,
dimension
hold on, let me
or
finish.
world
Happy, let
literally
me talk.
equals.
You're
Okay, shut up,
wait,
shut
wait,
up.
happy.
No, no, shut up,
Wait.
shut up, shut up,
Okay,
shut up.
happy, talk,
No,
happy, talk,
no.
happy.
You literally talked for like 10 minutes straight just now
Okay,
on
talk.
totally irrelevant subjects. and then I literally brought it back to a relevant point.
We can
And
conclude
then-
on this point if you're not satisfied.
So that's why I'm stating here. You literally said that dimension or world is the same as a universe, but this is not the case. It
No,
literally
I did
stated.
not. No, I did
So
not.
then
I didn't
okay,
say
so
that.
you're
No.
agreeing then it's not?
No, I did not say that. I never agreed it's not, but I did not say that.
Yeah,
Stop
so
throwing man
Let
in
me
the
invite you, Shadron.
this is basically disproving anything you
Where's
said,
your
so we
stuff,
can move on from that point. That it's not
Okay,
a
wait, I
universe.
want to touch
Unless
on
if you
one
can
thing
prove
before
that
the
it's a
judges.
universe,
Wait,
then
hold
world
on.
can't
Hold
be
on, Happy, let me
universe.
talk. This is what Happy did, right? You tried to, Happy, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to say that I'm saying it mirrors the world. However, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that Battle Wiki says that if you use the definitions of vast, right, to describe the size of the world, which Obito does, Obito literally comments what an incredibly vast time space, right?
So why is
Therefore-
Obito a credible source?
Or why is Obito a credible source?
He's a
Because
third
able
party.
To, like, use
He
the-
doesn't understand the dimension or the ability that he's
No,
going
wait,
into.
well, hold on. He's the one. Okay. You want like an answer for him being a credible source?
He's
so
not
you
a credible
brought in, like,
source.
a new-
In power
Wait,
scaling,
hold on.
third
Wait,
parties
hold on,
to
hold on.
abilities that aren't their own aren't credible sources.
Hold on. Let me Happy, let me explain. He's a credible source because he's used that ability before.
No, he hasn't.
And he's
So
able to
he's used the
use
Ame no
other
Minaka.
talent.
He's used
Stop,
the exact
hold
ability
on,
that
stop,
Kaguya uses.
hold
He's
on,
used
hold
the
on,
Ame no
hold on,
Minaka
hold on,
before.
stop.
Show me where
Wait,
he's used it.
No.
Show me where he's
able
used the Ame no Minaka ability.
No, he doesn't have to. You're saying
So
that
he doesn't
does,
have
but
to
he
use
doesn't.
the ability to
Wait,
understand it.
okay,
How
wait,
can he understand the
Happy.
ability if he doesn't use it?
Okay, carry on. No, he's that's
So he's not
that's
a credible
the point.
source. He
No,
doesn't understand the
no,
ability. He
no,
doesn't
understand
use
it.
it. He
Wait.
doesn't know it. We can
Okay,
move on from that
Happy,
point.
No, I'm not gonna finish. I haven't finished. Why are you trying to like move on for the point? No,
Because it's
Obito,
obvious
this
that
is
you're just
wait,
literally
wait,
strawmanning
wait,
what Obito said himself.
Happy. Wait. So what Obito is doing is trying to connect or trying to like
Trying to
open a
understand
portal.
something that he doesn't understand.
Wait, trying to open a portal to another universe, right, or to the universe, and he's struggling to do that. Whilst he doesn't struggle to do that with the Naruto universe, when he opens a time space in the Naruto universe, right, and he does that with Kaguya,
Yeah,
and he
and
says,
he even
as a
explains that it
result-
wasn't his.
As a result, what apart from like being enhanced with like near 6 pass level chakra and stuff, right? He still struggles, and he caused this as a result. He caused this time space vast. Therefore, if you don't have like, if we're not going to like, let's just conclude on this point. If you like, let's just conclude on this point. Happy, like, what? State your conclusion on this point.
So in the exact panel
Hello,
that you're
Happy.
talking about, he literally does not say anywhere that he uses the Ame no Minaka ability. So he doesn't know anything
doesn't have
about.
to.
He does, because then how can he be
doesn't
giving
have to.
advice? How can he be explaining
doesn't have
a
to.
dimension that he
He
doesn't
doesn't have
understand?
to.
Yes, he
He
does.
doesn't
He
have
literally
to.
explains
He
that he
doesn't
doesn't
have to.
understand. He doesn't know what it
He
is.
doesn't have
He's
to.
trying to figure it out. He literally explains
Wait,
that he doesn't understand what's going on.
have to.
Why are you cutting
He
me off in
doesn't
my
have
conclusion?
to.
Why are you
He
cutting me off in
doesn't
my
have
conclusion?
to. He does not
Dude,
have to.
Do you even know how to debate?
Let Happy finish.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Oh wait. What's? I forgot.
That
I
wasn't
never knew
a
this was
wasn't
your
a question for you to answer. That was rhetorical.
I forgot this was. I didn't know this was your conclusion. My bad.
You
I thought
asked
you were,
me
like,
to conclude.
another
I
point.
went to say something and you just kept saying no.
Okay.
No.
Go on. Finish.
Basically, from the panels that you're talking about, Obito has no clue what he's talking about. He's trying to figure out what's going on, why they're in different dimensions, why they're being transported and going to and from different dimensions, and if he's able to use his own abilities, which seem to be similar, to be able to go in between different dimensions. Never did he ever state that he is a credible source. He literally saying that he doesn't understand what's going on. He's trying to figure it out. So based off that,
Okay.
you can't say that he actually is a credible source, that him saying that it's a vast dimension is just like it's somebody that's not credible trying to explain something they doesn't understand. So you can't use that as a reliable source of evidence to prove that it is infinite. And even if it was infinite, that doesn't meet the conditions that it's a universe as it stated before.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so in conclusion, the whole point for this was to prove my side of the story that it is universal in size. I provided evidence that it is universal in size by giving like the definitions of like what is considered to be universal in size. It says that it has to be considered. It has to have synonyms of being similar to being infinite, right? Happy didn't really like contest that. So basically, I take that as an agreement that he believes vast is a synonym for the word infinite. Obito says this, and he's trying to like claim that oh, he's not a credible source. I explain why by saying that okay, he doesn't know like the the amino ability or whatever, right? And then I said that okay, that doesn't matter because why it doesn't matter is because what Obito is doing, he's using his ability on said dimension, on Kaguya's dimension, right? And then as a result, whilst like enhanced with near level 6 path chakra, because you know Sakura was like relative to a 6 path shadow clone. While enhanced with that level chakra, he starts bleeding from something that he has never done when he actually connected to the Naruto time universe. That shows this is like what I was gonna like go on with this. Like this is implying that the author is trying to say that okay, this like time space is bigger and like bigger, like it's much bigger than the time space for the Naruto universe. It's like the author like implying something through the characters' phrases. Otherwise, otherwise the author wouldn't have like brought that statement out of nowhere. Authors just don't write things out of nowhere. The author had to mean something. He's trying to convey that this time space is different than the Naruto's universe time space, and therefore, due to it fitting the definition of what to be considered universe, I'll read it out again. If the sizes of the realms described having like infinite sizes or synonyms, that should strongly indicate them being universe. Happy never really challenged this point. He tried to strawman me by saying I called it a multi-solar system size, blah blah blah, without providing more evidence. But then I said the evidence that I will need to provide is it being called vast. He tried to also strawman me with the whole timeline things, which I never brought up, and he also tried to strawman me by saying, okay, just it be called dimensions isn't an indication of them being universe. However, I corrected myself. I clarified myself that okay, these realms are stated by Obito to be vast, and if they're stated to be vast, that would be a requirement to be universal in size. So that's my conclusion on this point. If they're like, I don't know, like we can move on to another point if there isn't, if there like is a reason to move on to another point. So that's
All right,
like
so going
whole
back
reason.
to actual evidence, first of all, how does it make sense that Kaguya, who had the full ten tails, we're not talking a weakened ten tails, was defeated by two beings that were at their best were able to create together a moon? So this is Hagoromo and Hamura making a moon, and they were defeated by them. This is Kaguya. So Kaguya, who is the person that you're commenting about Obito making comments on Kaguya's dimension, she was defeated by moon level characters. How do you jump from 10 to the power of 32 all the way to universal? Do you even know how much energy gap that is?
Okay, yeah, my problem with that is you're scaling off a DC feat, a destructive like a destructive feat or something like that,
So
which
what's a
isn't an
better DC
indication.
feat?
Wait, hold on. Which isn't an indication for their AP. They could have DC,
No.
like they can have like moon level DC, right? But then their AP could be universal because they're able to hurt or seal someone like Kaguya. Therefore, this doesn't dismiss anything.
No.
It just proves that the
Name a
AP
better
is
DC feat.
it just proves that the AP is universal and the DC is like wherever you want to scale them. So AP and DC is not the same. DC is something that you can destroy. AP is something that you can damage. They damage Kaguya, therefore they have that level that said
Okay,
that said
first
AP,
of all,
which
in order
isn't the
to
same
scale
thing.
to someone else's AP, you have to first have proven that that person has a particular DC feat, or they scale to
Yeah.
someone else that also performed. Name a better feat than this moon level feat then?
No, the feat that it would grant them. Okay, the feat that would grant them universal AP would be Kaguya being able to be a universal being.
Based off what feat? There is no
Based off
universal feats.
being
The only feat she has
based
is
off
losing
being
to moon
able to
level
create
characters.
dimensions.
So she jumps from
Based
10 to
off
the
being
power
able
of
to
32
create
joules all the way to 92.
hold on.
Do you know the
Based off being
difference
able
in
to
numbers
create
that
dimensions,
is?
based on being able, based on like having the durability, like to be able to create said dimension with a chakra. That's why.
She never created any dimensions. You never proved that.
Okay, but that was she can destroy, create any like the thing like we went over that like that was like you
No,
were
we
like
didn't.
we
We've
were
never
on the
gone over
rate
that.
like we were operating. Hold on, we we're operating under that axiom. Don't that's what we're on operating under. Like we're operating under that. Because that's what's the we literally went on the whole point. We literally like went to that. We were like discussing on the point of like Obito calling it a vast time space, right? That's you like basically indirectly agreeing that like they're like universal or like she's universal because that's what's the conditions to be universal is. So I don't know why
I
you're asking me what
never
the feats
agreed
are.
with that.
We already went over that.
And I went
If
over
you know,
why that was stupid
okay,
because
okay,
based off what you were
okay,
saying,
okay,
I
so then
asked you to prove based on some sort of panel. You haven't said anything, by the way. I asked you to prove where did
you
it
haven't asked me
say
to.
that somebody's dimension in Naruto? I did. I literally asked it. I have it on recording, dude.
Oh, you did
I
not.
asked.
No,
Okay, do you want me to play it back for you? Because I literally asked for you.
play it
Prove
back.
that someone in Naruto has a dimension
Has a
of a
dimension.
particular
Like now you're
size.
changing
And
it.
then I asked you to prove the
Okay,
size.
we went over that. Happy we concluded. Why are you backtracking? We concluded on that. Why are you
Yeah, and so you
backtracking?
didn't prove it. Where's the
Okay,
proof? There was
okay.
literally
That will
no
be up for the
evidence.
judgment. That will be up for the judgment, Happy.
Yeah, yeah, and
That will be
no,
up
no,
for the
that's fine.
judgment.
I get it. You
Yes.
never sent any
Okay,
panels,
okay,
so
good.
that's fine. We moved on
Okay,
from that point
okay. You did not ask
based
me
off
to send
what
any
my
panels.
conclusion was.
You,
My conclusion was
that's
that
what
you never
you
proved it.
agreed with me.
I did.
Actually, and I actually have seen the scan, but you never.
No,
You literally when
you
I was
never
saying that.
addressed
Oh
my
wait, hold on.
contentions that I said with it.
Hold on, Happy. When I was saying that Obito said that, you were basically agreeing due to like you didn't
Basically agreeing
contest
and
that.
actually agreeing are two
Oh,
different things.
that
You're
would just be a
assuming.
burden. That would just be a burden of rejoinder.
If you
That would
actually
just be a
listened to
burden of
my
rejoinder.
argument, I completely disagreed and
Be a
I
burden of
debunked your
rejoinder. Okay,
arguments.
play the clip
The
where you
fact
said
that
that
you
I should
didn't
send.
prove them
I should
means
send the,
also that
I
you
should
didn't
send the
actually
scans
prove
of.
anything. The
No,
only
okay,
thing that's
Happy.
been proven
Play the
here is
clip.
the fact that they're moon level.
Okay. Okay, no, they're not. Okay, why are
Okay,
they
so
moon
where's the
level?
scan?
Okay, the scan. I'll send you the scan
Where's the
right now.
scan? Oh, no,
Because
you can't. We've already
I'll
moved
send
on.
you.
We left it to the judges. What are you talking about, dude? We've already moved on. Because
Okay,
do
okay.
you
So
not
you want me to
remember
send
that
the
my
scan or you
initial
don't want me to
premise
send the
was that
scan?
they based off Kaguya scaling, which is moon level? That was my initial premise.
No,
I
it's not
actually
moon. Why is it
stated
moon
that.
level? Okay, why is it moon
I
level?
already explained it just now. Again,
Okay. Then
I showed
then
that
I
Hagoromo and
then I
Hamura defeated
contest that
Kaguya,
point.
who's moon level,
Okay,
because
but
they
then
built
I
a moon.
refuted that point by saying scaling off a DC feat isn't scaling off an AP feat. I refuted that. You didn't have any.
No,
You didn't
because
have any.
she
You
literally
didn't refute that.
scales to them in AP.
No,
Yes,
no.
she. Oh,
How?
so she doesn't
Okay,
then.
in AP,
Okay,
yes.
so that means
AP,
she's
no, in AP, yes.
multi-continental.
In AP,
If she
yes.
doesn't
But in
scale to
DC,
Hagoromo and
why?
Hamura in AP,
Okay,
then how else?
okay, wait. In
What
AP,
feat does
wait,
Kaguya
wait.
have?
Hold
That's
on.
a DC feat then.
Hold on, hold on, happen. In AP, yes, but in DC, no. Why are you comparing a DC feat to an AP feat?
Why are
Who
you
does that?
comparing them
This
to
is why
not
you
being
do
able to scale? If you
what?
just
Why
agreed with me
why are you
that
comparing
Kaguya
it to
doesn't
not being
scale
able
to
to scale?
Hagoromo and Hamura from AP,
No,
that literally means she has no feats to scale from.
I literally corrected myself that she does.
So she does
So
scale
why are
in
you
AP.
trying to like?
So using
She
AP
scales in
scaling,
AP
she scales to
freedom,
their
yes.
best feat, which is a DC
They
feat.
scale.
Their best feat
No,
is creating the
that's a DC
moon.
feat. Hold on. That's a DC feat. They scale to Kaguya.
That's their best
He
feat.
can off time spaces.
No, they don't scale
Huh?
to Kaguya. She scales to them. Prior to that,
No,
she
they
had
scale
no
to
feats.
Kaguya. No, they scale to Kaguya. Why are you trying to like
No, they
make it
don't.
the other way around?
What was her
They scale
AP
to
prior
Kaguya.
to them fighting?
Just- they
What
scale
was
to-
her
wait,
AP
hold on.
and DC prior
Let me
to
tell
them
you
fighting
something.
then?
Let me tell you
Give me a
something. Why they
feat
scale
to
to
show
Kaguya.
me why they were.
Wait. Okay,
Show me.
Okay, this people. Okay. What did you say? I'm gonna answer that. What did you say?
What was Kaguya's AP prior to fighting Hagoro and Hamura?
Okay. So I'll get to that. Anyways, before you say that, she scales to them. No, they scale to her because Hagoromo commented when he was talking to Naruto that nobody was as strong as Kaguya, including his brother Hamura.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
No.
That's what it
He
says.
said that Mum's scary doesn't mean that they're stronger.
No, she didn't. Okay, I'll send you the scan right now.
Go ahead.
Okay. And I'll give you proof as to why like she's able to like have that durability to like destroy.
You're aware that unless if you actually prove that character has destroyed something or it was capable of defeating people that could destroy something, that doesn't scale anything.
Oh, it's capable of destroying that, capable of just having the said durability.
Yeah, so what did Kaguya destroy prior to fighting Hagoro and Hamura? Or who did she beat that destroyed something else that would make her scale higher than moon level?
your argument is wrong. I'm gonna explain why. I
Right,
just need
that's
to
the
send
best argument I've ever heard. What if I just started the entire debate?
No,
Your
I'm gonna
argument is
explain
wrong.
it
That's
after
why I
send
think
you.
I win.
No, I'm going to send the scans after. Just chillax. I don't know why you're so angry.
No, because you're being retarded. Like you literally haven't explained
No,
anything.
you just don't. I don't know why.
You have
you
no
just
proof.
don't like
Everything you're
it.
saying is based on your
I'm
feelings.
literally sending the scan. Hold up. I'm literally sending the scan. Why are you
Let's
talking?
not cut each other off. Let's not cut each other off. Come on.
Just be quiet. Just be quiet, bro.
Someone gonna speak?
I'm waiting for him
Yeah,
to
it's
hurry
gonna
up
be
and prove
out.
something. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to conclusions.
Yeah, I just need to send the scan and I'll explain to you why this Kage can perform the same feat. Plus, I have a problem with you like using this Kage and saying that because
Yeah.
this
Are we going to conclusions after this?
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Sorry to cut you off.
after like we talk about and discuss, like I just need to send the scan first, so you can't like say I
I'm just
didn't.
asking about the point. I'm just asking after the point itself. That's
Yeah,
all
after
I'm
the
doing.
point, itself, we'll go to conclusions.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. Just need what was the scan? What was the 778? Blah, blah. I need to send the scan of him saying that nobody was stronger than Kaguya because he claimed that he only said Kaguya is only scary or something, which is weird. My bad for taking long, man, because I did not take these scans. Like, so my bad. Happy for this taking long, man. I'm not even gonna have to. I'm not even gonna crop this. There's no point. Okay.
So the main point that I was going to make about that scan.
Wait, just don't make a
That's
point,
talking
please, because I'm
about.
not going to be able
It's
to.
the same.
Wait,
It's
I'm
the
not
same
going to
point.
be able to understand you. I'm not going to be understand. I'm not going to like.
What do you
I'm
mean?
probably
I'm
going
literally
to.
talking
I'm
about the
probably going
same
to
scan
misinterpret
that you're
you.
about to
Oh,
share.
the same scan. Okay, cool.
You said that there's a
Okay, carry
scan
on.
that basically says that no one's stronger than Kaguya, right? That's the Hagoromo stating that. Or Mother was powerful more than any other, I think was the statement. So
Yeah, mother's powerful. You know the statement. Yeah.
yeah. So the point is that even if that was true, right? In power
Yeah.
scaling, if she has no better feats like to scale off, she would literally just scale off whatever her best feat
No,
was.
okay.
So her best.
Okay, she'll scale off.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so she'll scale off the feat that she produced
Of yeah.
in the like wartime. Okay,
What was that?
you understand? She'll scale off the feat she produced in the wartime. Okay,
Are you talking about the fourth Shinobi
true
War?
Seeking. The true, yeah, short fourth Shinobi War. Yes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You understand that in the wartime, Naruto and Sasuke were multi-continental.
Okay, why? Why are they multi-continental?
So you're aware that the Ten Tails, its best feat that it ever performed, was
Happy,
around
can you give me the
multi-continental.
say-so emote in Fortnite?
So
Someone serving me that guy.
here's some examples of the Ten Tails being stated to like destroy worlds and not worlds, what oceans, land, mountains, and so forth.
Yeah.
And that it can destroy all that exists in the world. So this would be like around multi-continental based off like these statements and the feats that it was performing. So if the Ten Tails is only around that, then Naruto and Sasuke being like that, you could argue that they're relative to it, but they were like being blitzed by it, defeated by it, and it would
their
scale
weaker
towards
forms,
it.
bro.
Huh?
Their weaker forms, bro. KCM2, yes. I
Yeah.
can agree.
So
KCM2. You want to skill them there, but that's not their strongest form.
yeah.
That's not the form that fight
So
Kaguya.
if we're talking about
They
the form
literally
that
get
fought
power up.
Kaguya,
So why you like hold on? Okay, so the forms that they scale to Kaguya, right, is the Sage of Six pass form, which is a much bigger
yeah,
increase
I was
than the
about to
KCM
explain that, but you
form,
come in.
right? So
So
therefore, due to that
Hagoromo,
increase, they can scale to Kaguya. So why are you scaling them to set feats
stop cutting
that
me
they scale
off.
above because we're given better
Stop
feats
cutting me
that they
off.
do, like being able
Stop
to
cutting
like
me off.
punch Kaguya and stuff.
I was literally about to explain this. Hagoromo was the same guy who gave the power of his power, and he can only give power up to his power. So he can't give them any more than he's achieved himself. So he achieved a moon level feat,
Okay.
right? So he helped them, Naruto
So
and
that was
Sasuke.
he gave them 6 paths chakra. That's just
Yeah,
before he
which
learned.
is going to help
He
them
no he
to
learned.
be able to be on his level, to be able to fight with
Happy,
Kaguya. So that would make
Happy,
them
hold on.
moon level
No,
as
Happy,
well.
Stop.
I have
Happy,
never
right?
been cut off
This
so many times in a debate. This is ridiculous,
Hagoromo,
dude.
this Hagoromo did not have 6 paths chakra before. He learnt it after he sealed Kage. He learnt
So
it.
it's
Then
worse
after
now.
he gave that chakra to Naruto, and since we know that chakra with a scale above the KCM2 forms, because that chakra is able to fight Kaguya
So
and
it's worse
defeat her
now.
and damage
He doesn't
her.
have 6-path chakra, so he gave nothing to Naruto and Sasuke. Great.
That was the chakra he gave them to. He gave them 6 path chakra. What are you talking about?
You just
He
said
never
that he
had
didn't
6
have
path chakra
6-path
then.
chakra.
He never had 6 path chakra then. And you know what that would
That's
mean,
just
right?
going to
That would just
downscale what
mean,
you're saying.
hold on.
I'm
That
actually
would just mean,
upscaling.
that doesn't have to mean that there'll be moon level. That just has to mean that Naruto's relative to Kaguya and
To
he's
the
relative
best
to
feat that he
Hagoromo,
ever
who are
performed.
all
You can't,
universal.
otherwise it's a no
That's what
limits
it would
fallacy.
be.
You can't
That's not
scale
a
characters
no,
higher
wait,
than
that's
what they've
not a
been
no
proven.
limits fallacy. What are you talking about? A no limits fallacy is when you put no limits on a
Yeah,
certain.
that's what you're saying. You're saying that it goes past
No,
a certain
no,
level.
how's that?
The
A no
certain
limits
level that
fallacy.
Hagoromo had to give was moon level. You can't give more than he has.
No, a no limits fallacy. Okay, I explain why he has more by scaling to Kaguya. By scaling to Kaguya, he can create time spaces and universes.
She can't create a universe. Prove it.
You can destroy, create, and stuff.
She's never been proven to create or destroy universes.
I'll send you the scans. Oh wait, my dad is saying my bad. I need to be for 1 second. Wait.
Anyways,
Okay.
I gotta go. Can we go to conclusions?
Yeah, we don't need a. I don't think we need a conclusion, to be honest. I've heard everything.
Bro,
I can
really,
talk from here.
bro? Wait, bro. Please.
Wait,
Please,
who's saying
Happy.
wait,
Wait,
bro?
please. Big Mom, meet yourself.
No, like I actually gotta go. So it's not really. Yeah, because this dude literally spent 12 hours and he didn't want to debate.
I have a pretty good idea of who won this, and talk about it. I can talk for this for an hour. If you're
Papa.
gonna, how long do you have? How long do you have exactly? Do
I've
you know?
got like my family's already getting ready to go. Like they're in the car.
Oh, alright.
Wait. I mean,
Wait,
can
hold
stay
up. I
on
don't want to
call?
go into conclusions yet. Wait, hold up. I was just talking.
Well,
Okay.
we can debate another day then
Anyways.
because I gotta go.
I
What?
can give my conclusion. I can give
Okay.
my conclusion.
Oh wait. Okay. I have
What
an
the
idea.
heck?
So what about we
This
just
is
give the
weird.
conclusion
Like,
to the
we
first
didn't even
point?
finish. We didn't do anything. Happy needs to go. It's weird, man.
Aren't you confident you won what was up to?
To me.
Yeah, are you confident you won what was up to? Like what were you up to?
Yeah, what I was up to, yeah, I believe I definitely won, yes.
Then you shouldn't have a problem here if you think you won. It will make much
Alright,
difference.
okay, cool. You just give me conclusions then. Wait, I wonder if something.
So we're on conclusions now, right?
Yeah, can I go first?
Yeah, you can go
Go
first.
ahead.
This debate was actually a lot more entertaining than Big Mom. But okay, so let's go on to the first point. The first point you brought up was the whole alternate dimension. Then you went to synonyms. And you went on a weird tangent about the definings. Now, then you brought up the vast point, which is probably the main part of this, was vast being a synonym to infinite. Now, Happy, smartly, actually, you would have won that point if Happy didn't bring up the fact that Obito doesn't know the properties of this dimension, therefore can't state it. Realistically, no matter what argument you would have made, unless you could prove like Obito walked in a straight line infinitely, there was no way you could prove he would perfectly know the properties of this world. Therefore, you can't scale it off his opinion. He says
can I say
subjective is not an objective opinion, since he has never used the ability, nor does he have access to it to tell.
Can I say something?
Don't fucking talk over the judge. No.
Basically, I'm saying that.
No.
Wait. I just want to say something. I'm saying that he doesn't need to know the ability.
Go.
He just needs to know. He just needs to, because what he's using, he's not using. I mean, a counter or anything like that. He's
Oh my
using.
god.
He's using his